When I think of ideas, they smile at me like I'm a little child, and they say, yes, okay, whatever you want. And then they talk me out of it, normally just before the shoot or on the shoot. The head shaking effect was something, I thought of it as an idea. We sold it and they all loved it, and then we couldn't get it right again after the test worked. And they said, oh, we could never get the test to look the same as it's in the final film.
We've done these tests, which were basically done with a runner here called Warren. In fact, he's not a runner anymore, he's an assistant flame op. And we did the test literally down on the back stairs there with a kind of video camera and a reflector board, and off we went. We used as reference the movements that Warren did, and we took those out to Canada with us in order to get Robbie to do something similar, as all great performers could match the moves almost straight away, and he got straight into the look of it.
Yeah. Was that fast enough?
Okay, thank you. Here we go.
I'm just asking.
What we shot was better than what we shot with Warren. It looked amazing, looked beautiful. Brought it back. And it's been interesting because it's been impossible to get the exact same thing. It's very strange that two very similar bits of footage don't look the same when you treat them through this particular technique. But I think in the long run it's developed into something that looks interesting in a different way.
I think what's in the film is really good and probably better, but we've just been working for 2 weeks solid with this test that they did for us before we came away, and we just put the same coordinates back into the computers, and it doesn't look anything like the test.
It's randomization. So effectively you have a shot of a head moving around quite frenetically, shot high speed, so in this case at 75 frames a second, so effectively it moves slower. You play it back at 25 frames a second, so it's moving in real time. And then you randomize all the frames. You take, let's say, frame 1 and you put it in frame 70 in the sequence, and then you take frame 50 and you put it in at frame 10 in the sequence. Because the body is not moving very much, it's just the head moving, you get this kind of frenetic head movement. And then what Jake did on the flame is brush certain areas of previous frames back through, so you've got eyes appearing over here and mouth appearing over here. Basically frame randomization.
There was about 8 boffins all scratching their heads running, and I said, look, I've got this piece of footage, I want it just like this, can you copy it? And they went, well, it's a random process that the computer just pulls out frames. So this is Ian. He does all our special effects work with Jake at Glassworks, and they're very sensitive and delicate people. And you have to massage their egos. Apparently his ego's on the back of his neck, I've been told. We've had people working like night and day. But I think the final result's actually better. Normally you try and copy nature, but we were trying to copy a random computer.
Okay, yes, here we go. In case a certain little lady walked by.